JD Vance stands firm after deportation. Error, a shocking case of misjudgment. Vice President JD Vance has expressed defiance in the wake of news that a man was deported by U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement, ICE, due to a clerical error. Despite the situation, Vance dismissed calls for outrage, stating it was gross to get fired up over the case. Why this matters. The recent controversy surrounding the deportation highlights the ongoing tensions surrounding the Trump administration's hardline stance on immigration. Deportation of individuals with criminal backgrounds, especially those linked to gangs, has been central to President Donald Trump's policy since his return to office. According to ICE, over 28,000 deportations were executed during the early weeks of the administration's second term. The deportation incident. The controversy began on Monday when an ICE official publicly admitted that the deportation of Kilmer Armado Abrego Garcia, a Maryland resident, was a result of an administrative error. Abrego Garcia, who entered the United States at 16 in 2011 fleeing gang violence in El Salvador, was sent to a prison in El Salvador, a move that has sparked heated debate. Abrego Garcia is married to a U.S. citizen and has a young child, but in March, he was detained by ICE after being accused of gang affiliation with the notorious MS-13. The government's claim was based on a 2019 incident where an informant allegedly linked him to the gang. His legal team asserts that he was never involved in gang activity and that his asylum request had been pending. A judge had previously ruled in his favor, withholding deportation based on concerns that he would face gang violence upon return. Vance's defiant response. In response to calls for commentary on X, formerly Twitter, from Jon Favreau, former speechwriter to President Obama, Vance stood firm. He dismissed the public outcry, commenting that it was gross to get fired up about gang members getting deported. Vance further defended the deportation, referring to court documents that, according to him, confirmed Abrego Garcia's membership in MS-13, as determined by an immigration judge in 2019. Vance also noted Abrego Garcia's traffic violations and failure to attend court hearings, calling him a real winner. A reporter's criticism, pointing out that Vance had misrepresented the facts by labeling Abrego Garcia as a convicted gang member, prompted a clarification from the vice president. Vance stated that under the Trump administration, the judge had concluded that the man was, indeed, linked to MS-13. He also insisted that American media were engaging in a propaganda operation, mischaracterizing the situation to present Abrego Garcia as an innocent victim. ICE's acknowledgement of the error. In a sworn statement, Robert L. Cerna, acting field office director for ICE, confirmed that the deportation of Abrego Garcia was, in fact, a mistake. He clarified that Abrego Garcia, who was deported on the third flight to El Salvador, had an existing final order of removal, which led to the erroneous deportation. Cerna admitted that the deportation was based on an oversight, although it had been carried out in good faith with the belief that Abrego Garcia was involved with MS-13. Legal complications and next steps. The legal implications of this case are significant. Although the U.S. government has acknowledged the mistake, it has stated that the court cannot reverse the deportation because Abrego Garcia is no longer in U.S. custody. This decision leaves his legal team with limited options for recourse. Conclusion. This case presents a complex legal and moral issue. While Vance and others defend the deportation based on Abrego Garcia's alleged criminal background, the administrative error raises serious questions about the reliability of the deportation process. Given the intricate legal and factual discrepancies, the matter is far from resolved, and it will likely remain a point of contention in the ongoing immigration debate.